Autoroutes of France. The autoroute French autoroute listen, highway or motorway system in France consists largely of toll roads, 76% of the total. It is a network of 11,882 km, 7,383 mi of motorways as of 2014. On road signs, autoroute destinations are shown in blue, while destinations reached through a combination of autoroutes are shown with an added autoroute logo. Toll autoroutes are signaled with the word péage toll or toll plaza. Length. Numbering scheme. Unlike other motorway systems, there is no systematic numbering system, but there is a clustering of autoroute numbers based on region. A1, A3, A4, A5, A6, A10, A13, A14, A15, A16 radiate clockwise from Paris with A12, A11, and A12 branching from A1, A10, and A13 respectively. A7 begins in Lyon, where A6 ends. otoʁut and Annan begin from the A7. The 20s are found in northern France. The 30s are found in eastern France. The 40s are found near the Alps. The 50s are in the southeast, near the French Riviera. The 60s are found in southern France. The 70s are found in the center of the country. The 80s are found in western France. Named routes, routes. Some of the autoroutes are often given a name, even if these are not very used. A1 is the Autoroute du Nord Northern Motorway. A4 is the Autoroute du l'Est Eastern Motorway. A6 and A7 are autoroutes du Soleil motorways of the sun, as both lead from northern France to the sunny beach resorts of southern France. otoʁut is named La Prouve-Cale as it crossed the geographical region of Provence. Annan is named La Languedocian as it crosses the geographic region of Languedoc. A10 is named l'Aquitaine because it leads to Bordeaux and the region Nouvelle-Aquitaine. A11 is named l'Océan because it leads to the Atlantic Ocean Nantes. A13 is named the Autoroute de Normandie as it traverses the region Normandy. A16 is named l'Europe in the European because it connects Paris with several European destinations, such as the Belgium-France border, as well as Calais, which is connected with England. A20 is named l'Occitane as it leads to the region Occitanie in southwest France. A21 is named the Rocade Minière mining road because it crosses the Nord Pass de Calais mining basin, the largest mining stub in France. A26 is named the Autoroute des Anglais motorway of the English as it connects Calais, the main point of arrival for cars and lorries from the UK, before continuing to Troyes and through the Champagne region, whose wines are loved by the British. In addition, it passes near the sites of the most famous battles fought by the British Army in World War I, such as Arras, Cambrai, and the Somme, and not far from Ypres and Mons in Belgium. It also passes sites of earlier UK interest such as Crécy and the Field of the Cloth of Gold. A35 is called l'Alsatian, or Autoroute des Saguenay Storks motorways as it passes only through the historical region of Alsace, for whom storks are a cultural symbol. A36 is called La Comtoise after the region Franche-Comté. A40 is named the Autoroute Blanche-White motorway as it connects the French winter resort towns and the Alps. The A61 and A62 are named Autoroute des Deux Mers, the Two Seas Motorway, because these roads connect the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea from Bordeaux via Toulouse to Narbonne. A68 is called Autoroute du Pastel because it leads to Albi and to the Lorgues where woad was cultivated to produce pastel. A71 is called l'Arverne. A75 is called La Méridienne. A77 is called Autoroute de l'Arbre. otoʁut is called Autoroute des Estuaires. It is part of the main route between Belgium and Spain avoiding Paris. A104, one of Paris's beltways, is also known as La Francilienne because it circles the region of Île-de-France. Administration. The status of motorways in France has been the subject of debate through years, from their construction until recently. Originally, the autoroutes were built by private companies mandated by the French government and followed strict construction rules, as described below. They are operated and maintained by mixed companies held in part by private interests and in part by the state. Those companies hold concessions, which means that autoroutes belong to the French state and their administration to semi-private companies. Vinci controls around 4,380 km 2720 mi of motorway. The different companies are as follows: Alisem Sapin 8%, Bowix 20.2%, Ixis 26%, DTP Terracement 13.44%, operating the A28 Rouen, Alenkin 125 km, Ollie's official site, Sapper Autoroutes Paris Rhine-Rhône 1801 km Sapper, official site. Area Société des Autoroutes Rhône-Alpes Sapper subsidiary at 99.82%, 381 km, area official site. ASF Autoroutes du Sud de la France, 2325 km, AS official site bought by Vinci Autoroutes. Com Vinci, and Autoroutes at Tunnels du Mont Blanc, 107 km, and official site. Seven Viaduct de Millau, Group IFIG, 2.5 km 7, official site. Autoroute, Compagnie Industrielle et Financière des Autoroutes, private company part of Vinci Group, 896 km, Autoroute, official site. Escota Société des Autoroutes Estrel Côte d'Azur, ASF Group, 460 km, Escota official site bought by Vinci Autoroutes. Com Vinci, Sainif Société des Autoroutes du Nord et de l'Est de la France, ACS Group Spain, 1317 km Sainif, official site, official site. Sapin Société des Autoroutes Paris Normandie, SEM Group Sainif, 366 km, Sapin, official site. SFDRF, Société Francaise du Tunnel Routier du Fréjus, 67 km, SFRTF, official site only in the Brittany region. Most of the autoroutes belong to the government. They are operated by the regional council and are free from tolls. Safety on French autoroutes. Safe driving. France has the following speed limits for limited access roads classified as motorways. Under normal conditions 130 km/h 80 mph. In rain or wet road conditions 110 km/h 70 mph. In heavy fog or snowy/icy conditions 50 km/h 30 mph. Limited access roads classified as express roads have lower speed limit 90 or 110 km/h 55 or 70 mph. In normal conditions, there is a minimum speed of 80 km/h 50 mph in the leftmost lane. There is no minimum speed on the others lanes, however the speed must be adapted to the conditions and not constitute a hazard by being too low. Safe design. Safety results. Fatalities on motorways have decreased between 2002 and 2016. Fatalities accidents scenario. On French motorways in 2016, 121 fatal accidents are direct/initial accidents representing 82% of fatal accidents, 11% fatal accidents occurs after a previous accident, and 7% fatal accidents occur after an incident. 3 scenarios catch 2/3 of initial accidents. A on simple collision of two vehicle without direction change. A 6 crash on protection systems such as safety traffic barrier. A 5 loss of vehicle control. Fatalities and accidents remaining factors. Most of fatalities occur by night. Several factor of accidents are more highly probable by night in proportion to the traffic, although inattentiveness remains risky during the day. Young drivers. Young drivers between 18 and 34 years old represent 19% of motorway drivers, but they are overrepresented in fatal motor vehicle collisions and are involved in more than half of fatal accidents. Pedestrians. Although pedestrians are forbidden on motorways in conformity with the Vienna Convention, They are still sometimes killed on motorways. In case a vehicle on a carriage cannot move, motorways safety rules remains applicable. It is forbidden for a pedestrian to travel on the motorway by Article 421-2 from the Code de la Route law. For this reason, in case of accident or breakdown, it is advised to turn on hazard warning lights, wear high visibility clothing, and go in a safer place such as the other side from the traffic barrier, where there is no traffic. Since 2008, it is clarified that warning triangles are no longer mandatory when they would endanger the driver of the disabled vehicle. Economics. The toll roads were granted as concessions to mixed economy corporations. The free roads are directly administered by the national government. Tolls are either based on a flat rate for access to the road or on the distance driven. The latter case is the most common for long distances. Users take a ticket from an automatic machine when they enter the autoroute and pay according to the distance when exiting. Toll booths accept multiple payment methods. In 2005, the Philippine government proposed a controversial plan to sell all of the state's holdings in autoroute companies to private investors. Critics contend that the price announced is well below the profit forecasts for these companies, and thus that the government sacrifices the future to solve current budgetary problems. List of autoroutes. Others. A 972 around Fort de France. Autoroute in Martinique, a French overseas territory. A 104, the Francilian around the Isle de France Paris region. A 105, Combs-la-Ville. A 110, Oblige Tours proposed. A 115, 15 Saint-Maurice-sur-Oise. A 131, Bourne-Eville Athertine exit. 6 Le Havre, Le Havre, Le Havre, Le Havre, Le Havre, Le Havre, Le Havre. A 132, Athertine/Pont-l'Évêque Canapville. A 154, Athertine-Louviers. A 199, Torcy-Champs-sur-Marne downgraded into RD199-9. At 103, Charleville-Mézières-Glaire. At 111, a 21 in 17. At 116, a 16/ at 26 and 216 Calais. At 160, Boulogne-sur-Mer at 26. At 320, for Germany. Tia for Germany. At 330, Nancy Richard Manil. At 391, at 39 R83, a 404 St. Martin du Frien Oyonnax Arbent, a 406 Mackinnon, a 430 Chamusset Gilly Sir Isers, Gilly Sir Isers, Set Gilly Sir Isers, Gilly Sir Isers. Chamusset, a 432 St. Laurent de Muir-Montluel, a 508 tunnel access to Monaco, a 570, a 57 Hires, 620, a 61, a 62 West Ring of Toulouse, a 621, Toulouse-Blagnac, a 623, a 620, a 61, a 624, Toulouse-Coulommiers, a 630, Lormont-Begles, a 631, Begles, a 641, Oirigave-Ortheville, a 645, Ponlet-Tailleberg-Salehen, a 660, Meuse-Gugen-Mestres, a 680, Castelmoreau-Verfail, a 710, Jersey-Clermont-Ferrand, a 711, Lemps-Pont-du-Château, a 712, Lemps-Pont-du-Château, a 714, Miseneuil-Saint-Victor, a 719, Gannat-Montagnat-sur-Elandelot, a 750, A75 to Clermont-El-Herald Montpellier, E810, La Rochelle-Ayton, E811, Carquefou Saint-Lô-sur-Loire, E813, Bannyville-La Campagne-Fréneuville, E831, Rochefort-La Rochelle-Fontenay-Le Comtetetetet, Le Comtetetetet, Le Comtetetetet, Le Comtetetetet, Le Comtetetetet, Le Comtetetetet, Le Comtetetetet, E837, Autoroute des Oiseaux, Rochefort-Écureuil-Ayton, E844, A11 E82. Radio coverage. The FM 107.7 radio coverage is available in 2017 on 8,902 kilometers of the ISFA network. This is list of highways that are updated in 107.7 FM every 15 minutes. Live 24/7. If the highway is said alone, it means that the station covers all around it. Saint 107.7 1850 Nord Aon, Roissy and France Carvin, Atwo, Aon Hordain, A16, El Isle d'Adam Boulogne-sur-Mer, A26, Calais Saint-Quentin, A29, Neufchâtel and Bray Saint-Quentin Est of Fur, Noisy-le-Grand-Reichstadt, A26, Saint-Quentin Northern Troyes, A314, A315, A344 Oust A13, Orgeval-King, A14, Carriers sur Seine-Orgeval, A29, Buzyville-Saint-Saëns, outside Normandy, A132, A139, A154, E813, Autoroute Info 2487 Center Est live from Dijonafev, Lucent Langers, A6, Florian-Beer Limonist, and in 18, Courtenay Sense, A26, Northern Troyes, Southern Troyes, A31, Bone Towel, A36, Bone Mulhouse, A39, Dijon Berg in Bresse, A40, Macon Bellegarde, A46, Ans Volks in Bellin, A71, Burgess Clermont-Ferrand, A77, A6 Cosny-Cours-sur-Loire, A105, A311, A391, A406, A411, A430, A714 Rhône-Alpes live from Chambéry A40, Bellegarde-Lafayette, A41, Genève-Chambéry-Grenoble, 42, Berg and Bresse Volks in Bellin, a 43, St. Priest Chambéry Tunnel du Fréjus, a 48, Bourgogne-Jalou Saint-Agrève, a 49, a 51, Le Pont de Claix Col du Fau. Environment. 99% of the privately managed network is protected by natural fencing. Privately managed motorways have 1764 wildlife crossing structures.